Hey everyone, this is actually Monique. You gotta excuse me, I'm kind of glistening due to the fact of my dumb behind. I am very good for getting up, not looking at the weather, not checking my phone, or even opening my blinds to see what the weather looking like. Therefore, because I live in South Carolina and it's been hot as hell for the past 2 weeks. I mean, in the 99.999, like, it's just been hot. So when I get up, I'm thinking it's gonna be hot just like it's always been for all this week. So I put on suntan lotion, not suntan, but sunblocking lotion. So I go outside to load my truck or whatever. It's foggy, misty, dude. I was like, God damn, I can't wipe this stuff off. So I'm sweating. But anyway, but this video is not today. Well, matter of fact, today is Friday, June the 19th. It's 9:53 in the morning. I'm on my way to my hometown. This video is not a weight loss video. This is not an I know this video. This is not even an Ashley's Yummy Tummy video. What this video is well, you know what, it is an I know this video. I noticed that I'm scared. Like, today is my grand opening for a new location of my small business. You know, I cater, I do food vending. Well, I've been blessed with the opportunity to kind of open up like a little snack shop, a mini restaurant. And it's crazy because today is my grand opening. I'm on my way to my grand opening. I'm on my way to meet one of my co-workers, or a girl who's working for me. Today should be a happy day for me because for those of you who know me, you know, I purchased a trailer, a mobile food vending trailer. I wasn't even there 48 hours before code enforcement come and shut me down. And so I kind of was, I don't know, like now I'm 29 years old, so now I'm more, because I'm a realist person. I'm not, you know, I'm not a pessimist. You know, I try to think positive, you know, but I wasn't even mad. And you know, something like that, because I spent thousands of dollars, and y'all don't, I'm a single female. I don't have kids, but I'm a single female. I don't have help. I don't have a boyfriend. I ain't got no man. I ain't got no baby daddy. I ain't got nobody granddaddy. So I ain't getting no Social Security benefit. I ain't disabled. I'm fat, but I ain't disabled. So all the money that, and I got fired. I got fired several months ago. So all the money that I have, because you know the little saying, it takes money to make money. So all the money that I have, I invested in my business because I believe in it. I believe in my talents. You know, I believe. And it's been proven. You know, people purchase stuff from me. People call me. People threaten me. People pull up on me. Girl, when you fixing them funnel cakes? Girl, when you coming back to me? You know, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. So I invested in myself. Just like how rappers want to be a rapper and they go to the studio, they take their extra money and do a mixtape. Well, I took my extra money, bought some tables, bought some deep fryers, bought some chicken wings, bought some flour. You know, that's what I did. So anyway, so today is Friday, June the 19th. I opened up at 12 o'clock. My grand opening. So on today, it should be one of the happiest days because I promise you, I got shut down 3 weeks ago. And like the old people say, when God closed one door, he opened another. Well, when God closed that door, shut down my little mobile food trailer because they said I didn't have a permit, and because a mobile food unit, you have to have a restaurant first, a home base, then you can get a mobile food unit for the type of what I want to do, because I want to sell out of it every day. Now, if I just sell out of it on the weekend, which is the food vending events, then I can do that. But like I said, I don't have a job, so I need to make money every day so I can pay this $600 rent and this light bill and this water bill and this high-ass Verizon cell phone bill. Lord Jesus. But anyway, I noticed that I should be happy today. I'm not happy today. I'm actually scared today, not because of my business, not because of I hope I'm cussing. No, that's not what I'm scared about. I'm scared about the incident that happened a couple days ago down in Charleston, South Carolina. I am from South Carolina. I'm originally from Marion, South Carolina. That may be 2.5 hours from Charleston, South Carolina. I am scared. Like, I'm an adult. Like, things when you younger, it don't affect you. You flip it through. Either you watch the news, you hear about it, or you in the house with your parents, your cousins, your aunt, and they talk about it, you know? Well, now I'm an adult, and I watch the news, and I hear it. Even if I don't want to watch the news, it's on my Facebook page. It's on Twitter. You know, it's in my AOL, front page of AOL email. Well, today I should be happy, but today I am actually scared. I'm going to admit that I am scared. Like, I'm listening to the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, and they talk about, you know, people try to ignore racism. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, do people ignore racism? And I think about, I wasn't brought up like that. Like, I wasn't brought, they say, because it comes from within the home. You know, the hate is within the home. It's a learned trait, because you're not born a racist. So it's a learned trait. And so I thought about, I was like, I ain't learned that in my house. My mama, my grandma. Now, what I did hear in my house referring to white people or Caucasian people was, I didn't hear them speak like, don't talk to that white boy, leave that little white girl alone. You know, what I did hear was caution. So now as an adult, I remember hearing certain things about, be careful when you play with them little white children. You know how, I remember hearing, you know how them buckers is. Matter of fact, my grandma helped raise the movie The Help. My grandmother is, she's like 88 years old. She helped raise plenty children, plenty of them little white children. And still to this day, they'll call her, they'll be like, hey, Mama Johnson, you know, how you doing? They're seeing food over there. It kind of died down now, but I remember when I was real young, like under 10, they used to come over there and, you know, drop food off, like when they were having dinner and stuff, and they have extra leftover food, you know. And when my grandma even needed extra money, she'll call them, you know. But I kind of told her to stop doing it. Like, now that I'm an adult, maybe like 2 years ago, she said she needed some extra money. I'm like, Grandma, don't call them. What's wrong? I'm a newer generation. I said, what you doing? Don't call them people. You got too many. First off, my grandma got 5 kids, and one of her kids had 15 kids. You can't call one of them. Like, it's my mother. She had 2, me and my brother. Even though I feel like he's adopted. But anyway, but yeah, like, don't be calling them people. And when I say them people, I'm not referring to them because of their race. I'm just saying, like, it's too many family members where you can borrow $10 here, $10 here, $10 here. Call 10 people to get $10 from them, and that's your $100 that you needed to go towards whatever bill or whatever it is that you wanted to play or do. So, like I said, I can admit that I am scared as an adult. And it's affecting me what happened down in Charleston, and from what he said about you raping our women, or you taking over our country. I was confused at first. I was like, what the hell is he talking? Did he read the history books? Because if I'm not mistaken, because I damn sure when I went to college, I didn't major in African American studies or histories, but I do know that it wasn't my people that was raping their people and was taking over this country, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but won't it your great-great-great-granddaddy that did all that shit, bruh? Like, for real. But anyway, but listening to Ricky Smiley Morning Show this morning, it kind of shed light on what they was talking about. So basically, he was saying that, from my interpretation from it, when he was referring to you taking over our country, he was referring to the president. God damn. Are you serious? Like, are you serious? Isn't that half of your people too? Isn't that your? Listen. Isn't Barack Obama like 50% black, 50% white, or Hawaiian, or whatever it is? That's both of our cousins, fool. Like, that's both of our people. But the fact of the matter is, now I'm more, and you know how they say, you don't really pay attention, even though it's a big issue, you don't really pay attention to it until it get close to home. Which I like, as far as you know, like back in some years ago when they had to send troops over across seas, and then, you know, people was riding around with the yellow ribbon, support our troops. I never paid that. I mean, I paid it attention, of course, but I never paid it that much attention because it didn't affect me until my brother went to Baghdad. And when my brother went to Baghdad, that's when I was like, support our troops, because my mama need him home. So with this situation, like I said, Charleston, South Carolina is maybe 2.5 hours away from Marion, South Carolina. So that hits home. And I hear a lot of people, you know, I see a lot of people posting about, you know, how he had he's basically considered a terrorist for his actions, and he premeditated it and everything, and how they had him secured up with the bulletproof vest. I was in disbelief also, but I've seen it before when people take those type of actions. They put them in bulletproof vests because they are hated by so many people, and it's a possibility that they could get assassinated in the process of walking from the courthouse to get into the court and to get into the car. But I get it when they say about they handled him with care, but yet an unarmed black man or a young teenager in a bathing suit at a pool party is jacked up, arm broke, spine cracked. It's ridiculous. And like Ricky Smiley said, there are Ku Klux members, there are people that are in Caucasian people that are in the are on the police force. They're everywhere. But of course there's secret society or whatever you want to call it. But as an adult, I am scared. Like I'm on my way to go to my store to open up today, one of the happiest times that I should be happy about, but I'm not. I'm actually scared. I stopped at Food Line. I was like, damn, you can't even go to church no more. Like, you really can't. Like, you couldn't even go to the gas station without somebody trying to shoot you. Like, depending on what neighborhood you stay in, you can't even stop at the stop sign without somebody trying to carjack you or shoot you. But now you can't even go to church. So I was like, Lord, let me stay out of these white people way. But that's not how I'm supposed to think, because this is supposed to be a free country, you know. That's supposed to be in the past. That ain't in the past. That is obviously, that's a learned trait. Obviously that comes from within his household or whatever that may be. Or he might be the black sheep of the family and just wandered off and was like, he just don't. It's something that happened to trigger that, for him to think like that and be like that. But all I know is that I am scared. Like, I stopped at Food Line. I was like, Lord, please, I hope don't know nothing happen to me while I'm in here trying to get this sugar and this ice cream. Lord Jesus. And then I pull up in front of a white guy, and I was like, Lord Jesus. Like now I'm looking like I'm in a bad neighborhood, and that ain't how you supposed to live. I swear that ain't. And it's the daytime. It ain't even nighttime. Like, before you be like, you know, oh God, I get. You know what? Now I get how white people look at black dudes and they clutch their purse. Shit, certain black people, I clutch my purse. I cross the street too. I'm like, oh hell no, look at him. He look like he need about $5-10, you know. But now I'm looking at him the same way. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Like, I went in Food Line. I really was like sick to my stomach. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm so scared. I was like, I'm about to start shopping at black people food stores. You know, like, what is a black person? IGA. You know, shoot. So, and then I was coming out, and then you know how the little sign say basically watch out for pedestrians. So I was pushing my little buggy, and a car was coming, so I stopped, and so I, you know, motioned for him to go ahead. He was like, no, you go ahead. I was like, yeah. I looked at that, I zoomed in and saw it. So I said, nope, you ain't about to run me the fuck over and be like, I walked out in front of you. No, I said no. I said, I did just, I said, no, that shit got me scared. I'm paranoid. Like, this shit is here. But, prayers to the family of the victims that lost their lives in that crazy, uncalled for situation. Like, that is so crazy. Damn. All I gotta do is just, just pray about it. try to get in more positions to where, you know, things can change, laws can change, the gun laws can change. Try to be more involved in the community. Like, it's horrible, and it ain't going nowhere. It like, me personally, I was like, ain't nobody racist. What is you talking about? Yes, it actually is. But this is actually Monique. I don't even want to say like my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube. What I want to say is, let's continue to pray. Let's change things. Talk to your kids, your cousins, your nieces. Just answer questions that they may have. Sit down and talk. Don't put hatred in their heart. Just put love and allow them to embrace it's just, I'm too old, and I'm really young, because I know my grandmother. As a matter of fact, I gotta call my grandmother and talk to her about this. But I was gonna say, I'm too old to be experiencing this type of hatred. But I know my grandmother got some stories. I know she got some. But just continue to pray, and hopefully things will get better. And bye, you guys.